Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have something a little bit different. Today I'm going to talk about all the fails that I have had in shopping and crafting this week. So stick around. So my first fail that I'm going to talk to you about today, you already know about if you've been watching my channel, because when I ordered some pins off of the weekend sale, I think 2 weeks ago now, they had a mishap. So these pins were coming from Hong Kong and she sent them signature required. I'm at work all day and there's nobody home to sign for these. So we got a letter in the post box that said, we tried to deliver your mail, call this number and you can pick it up at the post office. So I called the number to pick it up at the post office and they didn't have my package. For some reason, the mail carrier had forwarded my mail, but since I haven't moved, there was nowhere to forward it to. And they didn't know where my mail had gone. We didn't know if we were getting it back or not. I knew I would get the money for the pins, but I wanted my pins. Well, some phone calls back and forth, and finally they said that they would get back in touch with me when they found my pins, which they never did. But my pin showed up in my mailbox. No signature, no anything required. Whatever, I don't care, I got my pins. But talk about stressed out. I know, they're pins. But when you spend money on something, it's because you love that something, you want that something. And for them to go missing, that's a lot of stress. But they have arrived and I'm really excited. So they came with this note on Rapunzel paper. This is Danita. Thank you so much. I hope you love your new Rapunzel pins, Charmaine. And she included this awesome sticker. I don't know where this sticker came from, but I love her. And she'll of course go on my Rapunzel pin board as soon as, I get a pin board just for Rapunzel. I have enough stuff for a Rapunzel pin board, just don't have the board yet. But these were the pins that went missing. So this one is from Disney Hollywood Studios, and the other one is from Disneyland Paris. It's funny because they came all the way from Hong Kong, but you buy pins where you find pins. So my first fail of the day, it turned out not without a lot of stress. So the second fail I'm going to share today. So I have this fabric addiction. If you haven't seen my fabric video, definitely check it out. It was, I think, the second video I posted. But I have been waiting on this fabric forever. And custom fabric takes about 12 weeks to get in. No problem. I know this. I buy my fabric, pay off my fabric, wait for my fabric. Well, when this fabric came in and I very excitedly opened the package, it wasn't my fabric. It was very cute Peter Pan fabric. I didn't order Peter Pan fabric. They were very big pieces, which I don't really have the use for in the kind of crafting that I typically do, because I typically make ears and lanterns and other small things. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this fabric. I really wanted this fabric, and also from this company I ordered Star Wars fabric. I'd ordered a ton of this particular fabric because it's the right size to do so many different things with so many different characters. Anyways, I opened the fabric. It wasn't the right fabric. I had somebody else's shipping information inside. I had somebody else's name, somebody else's address, and the wrong fabric. So I reached out to them and I said, I got somebody else's fabric. Do they have mine? What's going on? And they said, oh, if you'll just package it back up, I'll send you a shipping label and you send it to the person it belongs to and we'll get you your fabric. So I packaged it all up. I sent it out the next day. No word on mine, no shipping tracking number, nothing. A few days later, I got another package in the mail. Now remember, I had several orders from this company for the same fabric. It wasn't the missing order. So I messaged her again, and she said, oh yeah, it's on its way, it's fine. Week passed, still nothing. Messaged her again, and she said, I've got to look into it again. It's like she had totally forgotten. Finally, a few days later, I got this message that said, we've put a rush order on your fabric with the printers, and we'll get it out to you as soon as possible. Okay, so I wrote her back and I said, I thought my fabric got sent to the wrong person. What do you mean, the printers? And she said, no, we realized that's not what happened. You got somebody else's, but yours wasn't even back from the printers yet. But we're putting a rush on it. Okay, thank you for letting me know. It's been about another 2 weeks and I still have not seen that fabric. So I'm going to show you the fabric that has come in. But I don't know when or if I'm going to get this other fabric. And it's several yards of bamboo lycra, this fabric, and then several yards of bamboo lycra on this watercolor Star Wars fabric. No idea. But as you can see, it's all the princesses, and it's kind of a rockabilly princess, kind of tattoos and flowers. And I ordered 3 panels. This is one of them, the Ariel one. But I also have a Snow White one, which I think is my favorite on this particular print. And then I think the other one may have been Sleeping Beauty. I don't know. It wasn't necessarily my favorite princesses, it was just my favorite print from that fabric. But that was my second fail. So it's been a rough couple weeks, and we're not done. So last week I had this great idea to go thrift shopping. So I was going to vlog the thrift shop and show you all around, and we went to this 3-story antique marketplace. It's this amazing place about 30 minutes from here. The 3rd floor, which the way it is, it's kind of built into a mountain, so the 3rd floor has a drive-in to it section, but it has cars and like old antique cars. It's beautiful. The footage for it is horrible. I don't know what happened, but I may be able to pull some clips to show you at some point, but the footage is horrible. Didn't find a whole lot there for what I was looking for, but they also own another more, it's 1 floor, but it's super spread out. So we went there and I found a Jim Shore. Not a Jim Shore I would have bought online, but it was super cute. My son played football in high school and was really in rugby. He played rugby when we lived in England, and then he played football in high school. And then I think he did track at Oklahoma State for a while. I may have that wrong. When you have 5 kids, sometimes it gets confusing. But anyways, I thought this kind of reminded me of him. So I was super excited to get it. And he's beautiful. He was $20, which was such a good deal. But I don't know if you can see. But his arm was broken and glued back on. I didn't notice it in the store, and I don't know, I probably would have bought it anyways because it's $20, and I think he goes for about $60 on eBay. And like I said, it reminds me of my son Christopher, who is my oldest, but he's broken. My last fail for today, it's kind of an unusual one because, again, this is my fail, but I belong to this DIY Disney ears group. I love to make ears. Almost all the ears I make that I wear on this channel, I've made. These I did not make. These were made in the last DIY Disney swap. This swap is not going so well. Let me go ahead and show you these because these are beautiful. These were made by Melissa on the group. And she makes the big, super poofy ears, which are different than mine, which I love because it gives me something different and fun to wear. But it's Moana when she was little. It's a sparkly bow and the pink pearls, and they're super comfortable. They're lighter weight than mine, so I kind of would like to make mine like this. But it's mine we're going to talk about today. We have another swap going on. So Melissa runs these swaps, and there was an issue with the swap where we had uneven numbers. So I ended up swapping with Melissa again. Last time the swap, who you sent your ears to, wasn't the same person you got them from. So I got Melissa's ears last time, but she got somebody else's. But this time it's a straight swap. And Melissa ended up having to take 2 people because the numbers were off and there was just these issues. And one of them was me. So I have got more of Melissa's ears coming. I am good with that because these are beautiful. And because of all of that, I wanted to do something really special for her. And failed. So I decided I was going to make her castle ears. She likes classic Disney princesses, the whole Walt Disney World kind of aesthetic. So I printed off some 3D castle ears. They came out really bad before I started messing with them. So this is the basic shape. You can see the mess I've made, but this is the basic shape. And all these flags came in wrong. They're not the same size. They're bent. Some of them are smaller than they're supposed to be. And they're a big, huge mess. But I was like, okay, it's fine. I'm going to hide them. And so I put all these little clear crystal jewels on them. I won't be able to show you that, but I'll show you what happened to the jewels after. So I put these on them. And it looked pretty enough. But as I started adding to the sides and cleaning it up, the more I did, the worse it got. So I said, okay, let's just glitter them up. So I did. And it almost looks okay on film, almost, but it's not. And then I couldn't get the jewels off the front to do the other side. And in the end, I decided I just wanted to print another pair of ears, but we were out of filament. So I was already late getting my ears out, and I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna have to make her something else for now, and I'll just send her these later. So Melissa, I'm working on these for you. I'm sorry about what you got. They are not the best, but for whatever reason, I am struggling with making ears right now. And Melissa, being the wonderful person that Melissa is, she sent me ears. Beautiful ears. 2 pairs of ears. So not only have I sent her not the best ears, she sent me 2 pairs. So the first one she sent me are these beautiful wire ears. I haven't really made wire ears myself yet. I tried and had some issues, although seeing these I'm kind of learning what I did wrong. She has hers on a much thinner band than she does her regular ears, and I was trying to put them on the full-size bands that I normally use. So I'm going to try some more wire ears, but that's a whole other video. She made these beautiful flowered ears. Red is my favorite color. They're beautiful. You can't even tell that you're wearing them. I mean, they are so light, they don't move. I love these ears. And like I said, she made 2 pairs of ears. Everyone knows my favorite characters are the dragons. Love Elliot. Love Figment. So these are the super poofy ears like she made before. They have these purple, almost like metallic beads on them, and this cute little glittery bow. You Again, they are super comfortable. Barely feels like you have anything on. They're lightweight. I've got to get them in the right position. There you go. They're lightweight. They're Figment. I love them. But I failed at this swap. So, Melissa, hopefully you watch this. You'll have more ears coming as soon as I get some more filament. And they'll be beautiful, I promise. I hope you at least like the ones I've sent and the little treats I put in there for you. And speaking of ear holes, over at Twinkling Beauty, Susan and we made fast friends. And she and I have an ear swap coming up, and I was supposed to ship those out today. But with all the fails that I've been having, I'm just not getting it. It's like everything is just going wrong with them. So we're putting that off for maybe a week to give me some time to get my craft mojo back. So my next video can be all about happy Disney things and not fails. I have another fail. So I went shopping this weekend and I went to Box Lunch, and I have some credit. I have like $20 credit left at Box Lunch and some coupons, and I always have too much for Box Lunch. Walked in and there's this backpack, and it is Jungle Book, and I've never seen it before. It has beautiful lining inside, a beautiful print on the outside. So I walk around the store for like 30 minutes carrying this backpack. No, I'm not gonna get it. It's okay. I leave, I go walk around the mall, I come back. I want this backpack. So it's buy one, get one 50% off. And because I have all of these credits, it would be buy one, get one free for me. So I grab a Baymax backpack that I've been wanting and go to the register, check out. Baymax, no problem. Jungle Book one, it wouldn't check out. Turns out it wasn't due to be released until the 23rd. And because it wasn't due to be released yet, they couldn't sell it to me. Now, it was on the floor. I had been carrying it around all this time, but they couldn't sell it to me. So I didn't buy anything because I wanted to take advantage of all of the deals, get the most for my money. And the only other backpack that they had in stock that I wanted was the Baymax one. So they offered to hold it for me. I'll be honest, I was just kind of in a mood at that point. I was pretty mad. And I was polite. You know, I didn't take it out on them. There's nothing they could do. I don't know if anybody in the store at that time was the one who put it out or not. I'm not. It's a bag. So, you know, I just politely said, no, I'm not buying anything today, and I left. But I was so sad. It's bad when you can't even spend your money. And it just kind of goes with my mojo for the week. Just everything was going wrong. So, no backpacks this week. I might go back on the 23rd and get it. I don't know. There's other things I want to, and it was kind of a impulse buy. Even though I carried it around, it was kind of an impulse buy. But that is my last maybe 2 weeks of shopping. Just gone wrong. So that's all I've got for today. If you want to see more happy videos, I do have another haul coming that is really, really good. I'm really excited about it. Actually, it's more than really, really good, so you really need to check in, and it should be posting on Thursday. So stick around, hit subscribe if you haven't before, hit that bell button, because I'm trying for Mondays and Thursdays, but I don't know what's going to happen. And I have some big surprises coming up that you're not going to want to miss. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Let me know what kind of shopping fails you have had, and have an absolutely fabulous day. Bye-bye.